Is it? Well, let's ask veteran driver Sneaky Pete Ryan. Sneaks?
Yeah, I remember the last time I came out of this car, they were cutting me out of this car. It was unbelievable. It took about 6 or 8 guys to get me out of here. They had to tape me on a flatboard right here through the windshield. And I was totally dazed and confused when they did. I broke my ribs real bad, punctured my lung. I had a bruised heart, bruised spleen. You can see here, this seatbelt saved my life. The way I had it tied through this post stopped me from probably getting injured a lot worse. This post broke my ribs. Goes to show you how strong seatbelts are. They hold the whole door together. I'd say I got hit probably going about 40 or 50 miles an hour. It's a very vulnerable spot of the car. When you get hit here, you can get hurt very easy. We try not to hit anybody there, but sometimes guys do it. This was kind of intentional here, I think. Anyone that thinks about trying to do this, it's pretty crazy. I still don't know why I do it, to be honest with you.
You gotta have some big ball bangs if you're gonna go out there and get into one of those demo cars. I'd rather fight Tyson, Lewis, Evander Holyfield than sit my butt behind the steering wheel of one of these demo cars.
Well, it's time once again for the Clash of the Titans. The two best teams of the night are actually coming together. It's payoff time.
No, that's payback time.
Well, you're probably right, Bino, so let's get back to the serious stuff at the Tournament of Destruction and tonight's final round. As the best two teams come together in what will be a bumper-to-bumper war of wreckage, once again, here's the voice of Mr. Excitement, Jan Gabriel. Jan?
This is it, the final race. This, my friend, is where it gets very nasty. Why? Because you have two extremely defiant teams. And what do they want more than anything? The large money and the bragging rights. So right now, let's take a look at our star-studded starting lineup. On the inside, it's the Mean Green Machine. Now, these guys have been national champions several times. Their drivers include Big Joe Snow. This guy stands 6'6". Alongside of him is Joey Scarsdale. Then there's Jammin' Jimmy Blade. And finally, Harry the Hack Henderson. Now, piloting the 4 cars for the defending national champions, the Locomotives, our team owner, Pete Ryan. Alongside is his brother, Dennis the Menace Ryan. Also, Miner Dave and Phil Fireball Letter. They are poised and ready to launch as starter Cheryl Laporte sends them underway. They immediately start to lean on each other, bumping and grinding on one another. And once again, it's Big Joe Snow who jumps out into the lead for the Mean Green Machine as he powers off and down the back straightaway to start collecting his 5 laps to win. The rest of the field now, they're starting to get aggressive. Here's Pete Ryan in the 3.7s. He has his sights set on a Mean Green blocker and nails him in the rear corner. As you can see, the crowd is really into this. They're into every minute of it. Watch now. Here's Phil Fireball Letter putting the big hurt on Joey Scarsdale, who throws the car into reverse now and just backs away from the melee. Here's Pete Ryan once again now. Pete Ryan, let's ride with him as he looks for the leader, bobbing and weaving through the heavily rutted racetrack. He's a man on a mission, and the fans continue to urge him on. Ooh, here's one of the Mean Green cars, totally destroyed. And now Big Joe Snow, the leader, is stopped cold. We're back with Pete Ryan now in his car as he comes to a stop, looking around for the leader. But the fans want him to get going. They want him to start moving. You're inside the car of Harry the Hack Henderson. He's trying to crank it up for the Mean Green. Back to Pete Ryan now. He's waiting too long, much too long to get back into action. Look out. Ooh, too late. Jimmy Blade knocks Ryan and our camera OUT out. Wrecked and ripped cars are trying to move everywhere. Others just trying to restart their overcooked engines. In the meantime, Dennis the Menace Ryan has taken over the lead and heads down the straightaway. You're inside the car with Dennis the Menace Ryan with just one more lap to go. And there are parts flying everywhere. The Mean Green team are still alive, but can they stop Ryan and the Locomotives? One of the Mean Green weapons wipes out Phil Fireball Letter. In retaliation now, one of the Locomotives puts a heavy door shot into one of the remaining Green machines, driven by Harry the Hack Henderson. Now that was a nasty hit. You know the crowd just loves it when somebody really gets screamed. Now let's see the last Mean Green crusher take out the last blocker for the Locomotives. But their efforts will fall short as Dennis the Menace Ryan wins tonight's Tournament of Destruction. And the fans do indeed show their appreciation. Pushing and shoving, bumping and grinding. Now you folks at home know why this sport of Team Demolition Derby racing is so unique and so popular. Now the only place in the world you can see it, of course, is right here at Route 66 Raceway, just outside of Chicago in Joliet, Illinois. Well, right now, let's get down to the pit area and our favorite pit chick, Kitty Rush. Here she is with tonight's big winner. Kitty.
They pushed heavy metal into all the body parts of the Mean Green Machine and made it happen here tonight. It was a real jam session. Dennis the Menace Ryan took the locomotives to the checker flag, and his team gets to pocket the big cash. We got a lot of happy campers here tonight. Dennis, was it as tough as it looked out there?
Well, it's always a tough race against Mean Green Machine. They've been one of the top teams for a lot of years, so it's always going to be tough against them.
How many years have you been doing this?
I've been doing it about 6 or 7 years off and on, and since I was a little kid, I was helping my dad wrench on the cars, and now I drive.
Well, your experience shows. Now, which of your teammates helped you out the most out there?
Well, Fireball Phil threw a couple key blocks for me, and Miner Dave had a big hit, and my brother Pete put the lap runner out in the end, and that's what set me to the checkered flag.
Well, great job. Are you guys ready to party? Woo! Let the party begin. They're tapping the kegs right now. Our congrats to the defending national champions, the Locomotives. They did it again.
Well, I certainly want to add my congratulations to the national defending champions, the Locomotives. They won big here tonight, and I hope that you enjoyed this most unusual motorsport. You know, it started about 50 years ago right here in the Chicago area and has gotten bigger, better, more spectacular, and harder hitting than ever before. I can't wait till you join us again next time. Well, right now, it's back to Dan and ButterBean. Gentlemen.
Okay, Jan, some big-time action going on out at Route 66 tonight, ButterBean. But you know what? The best part is nobody got hurt.
Yeah, but I thought for sure they'd be calling the meat wagon on that one.
Well, maybe next week. But before we leave you, let's take a quick look at the track attack of the night. Now, this is the big heavy hitter, and it goes to the Locomotives. With just one lap to go, Phil, Fireball Letter, sticks it to Steve Scarborough, heavy into the driver's side of the car.
Oh, man, I can't believe that. That ought to be illegal, hitting some of that driver's side door. That poor dude could have gotten killed. Hey, look. Turn the motor on. Let the people at home see what's coming out of this. Look. See that deal? Look, it's almost over now. But hey, someone's going to carry a big-time grudge into the next night of Team Demolition Derby. You can bet on it.
I think you're right. But remember, there are 8 great teams that can win on any given night. And we have 3 more nights to the final championship showdown here on the $100,000 Tournament of Destruction. And you know what, Bino? Anything can happen on America's original Team Demolition Derby. So don't you miss the next smashing good night of action. I'm Dan Hampton, along with my pal ButterBean, saying so long for now and reminding you that Team Demolition Derby on the track is always dangerous, but on the highway, it's murder. So drive safely, and until we see you again, bye-bye for now.
There it goes.
Get it!